So I'm gonna just do a quick one for y'all because y'all my people and I can't leave y'all hanging. And I just want to give you guys a little bit of insight, not what I think, not what I believe, what I know, and what I feel is what I know. So real quick, I'm on the way to go raise my vibration, aka skateboard. Real quick, what we know that we have an elected new president, which the media will tell you Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But again, we have to pay attention to where we are getting our sources, because to be honest with you, I'm at a point in my life where if it's anything beyond who I am, if I'm getting any information outside of myself, 9.9 times out of 10, it's not going to be right for me. So when that comes to the media and it comes to the grand scheme of things for the masses, when they announced that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris have gotten and won presidency for 2021 and the next 4 years, this is what I'm talking about when you're in tune with yourself. I didn't listen to the words in a left brain in a literary sense. I felt the words. And this is not something that you try to do. This is something you automatically do. And when I watched the media and when I heard everybody talking about it, I still don't believe it. I still don't believe it. Despite the propaganda, despite everything that everyone's saying, I still don't believe it. And let me tell you why I don't believe it. Let me tell you why I know. First of all, shout out to the Peace Dealer and shout out to Dolo, the motherfucking pilot man. Because those two guys are, first of all, two people I will highly recommend. I'm not going to give you all of the philosophical, or the astrological. I'm not going to give you all of that terminology. That's what they do. I stay in my lane and I respect what I do. I'm just pure positive energy and pure motivation. I'm off the cuff 9 times out of 10, giving you organic. They are off the cuff 9 times out of 10. But again, they have a different avenue than me. So I highly recommend go following these guys, because the Peace Dealer and Archangel Uriel, aka Dolo, the pilot man, say this the best. They say that as above, so below. And they're not the only ones that have been saying it. This has been perpetuated. And this is a term that has always been shared. So what's to come? Okay. We already know that Biden and the Harris, not only to this date this year, but back in 2016, we already know that they were spying on the Trump campaign, which is illegal. That's already out, right? That's already been filed and going to court. We already know that, that's one. We already know that there have been illegal ballots in favor for the Democratic Party, right? There were a lot of red states that all of a sudden went blue, just out of nowhere. If it were to be vice versa, if it were to be a blue state that went red, I guarantee you everybody would be freaking out right now. I promise you. But since it was red to blue, everybody, the media, is not even batting an eye to that. So we know that, one, they've been spying on the campaign for the last 4 years. Two, we know that they are fraudulent with the ballots. And three, this is the biggest thing of all, and this is why this has to happen this way. It would have been too easy if Trump would have went right into office, right? It would have been way too easy. I think it almost would have been a slap on the wrist for the powers that be, the blue side, the left, whatever, the people that aren't the people that we're rocking with. Let's just plain and simple. So it would have been too easy, in my opinion, for Trump just to win, and everything almost kind of goes under the rug, so to speak. We don't really deal with our issues. So whenever there's contrast, that leads to a greater understanding. So the contrast in Trump not being elected per se, because remember, if you scroll in and you zoom into CNN, they say Joe Biden elected president. If you zoom in, it says projected by CNN. And it's in fine print. You can't even see it on the commercial. So there's little things like that as well that also lead you to know that, wait a minute, this isn't over. I know a lot of you guys have heard about Al Gore in 2000. He was running against Bush. Ends up that he got elected, but 37 days after he got elected, kind of like now, they then saw that there was something that happened, something that went wrong, and Bush ended up being the one that became elected. I don't know if that was a good thing or a bad thing. Well, the universe tells us it was a great thing. So when you look at circumstances like that in our past, especially in our past, right, there have been times where there had been someone that had been elected and they had to retract it after they recounted the ballots. So that was in a small scale when that happened in 2000 with Al Gore and George Bush. Now we're talking about a much larger scale, 2-3 times the size as far as ballots and votes go. So it's a little bit more dramatic. Therefore, there's going to be a lot more attention on it. So all in all, though, we needed this contrast. We needed almost for everyone to even believe in Joe Biden. Okay. And the funny thing about it is the people who are picking Trump out of love and out of actual happiness and joy, and they like him. The people that are picking or going against Trump or picking Joe Biden are doing it out of anger, are doing it out of hate, are doing it out of spite. So you tell me, doing an action out of spite or doing an action out of love, what action is going to be more successful? I mean, this is ABCs, you know, and as we start talking about it more and more, it just starts to become more and more just out there, transparent, right? Red is red, green is green. You know what I mean? So let's not make this hard for ourselves. So the thing that's going to happen is that once they flip this, a lot of people's faith has been tested first and foremost. A lot of people's faith, you know, I got to be honest with you. There have been some relationships in my inner circle, my family, that have really shown me where that individual is or that group is, and it gives me a better understanding of how to carry myself, because regardless, if it's my flesh and blood, I still am gonna love you regardless of what you think and what you do. Mind you, I'm gonna love you from afar and I'm gonna be there for you, but I'm not gonna do any extra shit. So this is gonna give people not only a perspective on how the country has been ran, but a perspective on who they are and or who their friend is. Is their friend truly picking Joe Biden or Kamala Harris out of, yeah, they're going to be the right person, the right leaders for us? Or are they just doing it because they are listening to the propaganda of Trump is racist, Trump has done this, Trump has done that? Because again, I promise you, actions out of love go infinitely further than actions out of hate. So kind of wrapping this up, I said it was going to be quick. We're already 8 minutes deep. So check this out. We needed this because we needed for people to know that, okay, we're going to let this happen. God, per se, is going to let this happen. And then once the real truth comes out, you understand what I'm saying? People are going to really see it because they're so invested. And when you take it to that extreme and then you get that rug pulled out from under you, that's how you wake people up, right? That's how you really, truly, when they show us on the media that our government and our electoral system is not sufficient, that's going to wake people up. So again, out of chaos comes tranquility, comes peace. From peace comes wholeness. So there's levels to this shit. And all in all, in conclusion, guys, I really am only coming on here for the people that have gotten onto this channel, have gotten onto this platform, just to give you guys that guidance, just to give you guys that light. And don't get me wrong, it's not healthy to be 100% positive and 100% happy every single second. Because if you think about it, if you have nothing but sun in your face, if you are the sun, you shine so bright you can't see anything around you. So it's very important to go through contrast, not only to get a greater understanding, but to get that balance, right? It's not like contrast is a bad thing, but it just, again, is something that, oh, I touch fire, I don't want to go that route, I'm going to go that way. So to put that in perspective, you're watching the media, you're talking to people about this election right now is going to be very sticky, especially I think we're in Cancer right now. I think Scorpio is in Cancer right now. Don't quote me, I'm not an astrologer. I'm trying to get in there. I'm trying to get in there. So anyways, guys, just watch, get your popcorn. I like kettle corn. Get your snacks, get your drinks, because I think in these next, until the end of the year, and then we got the conjunction coming at December 21st. This is going to be a hell of a year. So all I got to say to you guys is take care of yourselves. Don't worry about this information as far as who's going to be president. Either way, we're going to be all green, because remember, wherever your attention goes, that's where energy flows. Wherever energy flows, that's where creation happens. So all in all, it's good to be informed, but at the end of the day, take everything less than a quarter of a grain of salt, and go out there and raise your vibration. Go out there and be happy. Go out there and put yourself in the environment and in positions that are really going to promote your growth instead of demote who you really truly are. We're all gods. We're all light beings. We're all from the source creator God. Okay, we all have a piece of him. Shit, I'm related to the brother, to the sister, to the whole, and that means I must have a little piece. So let's use that third. Actually, let's use that real mind. Let's not even talk about that third eye. Let's use that real mind, and let's lock in, and let's just spread love, spread happiness. I had a guy, I'm in a van, while I'm driving to work. Work's been busy. Work's been piping up, which has been great. Shout out to the Most High, Uni. And long story short, homeboy talking about, I'm in a van. I got some equipment. I gotta move smooth. I gotta move slow. So I look in the rear view. First thing I thought was to flip him off. Right, but the first thing I felt was a piece, so I threw up the piece in the side mirror, and he ended up throwing piece and backing up. So sometimes you just gotta check some people, and especially right now, if you are the one with the woke mind and you're the one that is balanced and stable, you're gonna have to check some people, and don't be afraid to, because you're being honest. You want to be honest with yourself at the end of the day. It's really easy to get caught, especially when you're going out to work, you're clocking in, you're clocking out, you're talking to that person, that acquaintance. People's words will take you into a journey that you do not want to go, okay? And what I mean by that is, it's going to be a long day. It's Monday. The election. Shut the fuck up. Tell me something that is popping. Tell me something that's real. Tell me something that's exciting. Tell me something that's motivating. So be aware of these people, because again, a lot of these people, I gotta be honest, a lot of these people are asleep. A lot of these people are zombies. A lot of these people don't know right from wrong. And I just had my job, 4 hours there. I'd say I could see the light in everyone, especially when I talk to them for about 5-10 seconds. I can feel and I can see the light through everyone. But when it comes to the surface level, God, man, some of these people, man, I hope they pull that rug out from Biden quick, because some of these people need a kickstart to wake up, man, because I really believe you're going to be living a better, happier, higher quality life. So anyways, I'm pulling your guys' ear. I love you all. Have a good week. I don't know when I'm going to be back. I'm just flowing and going, okay? Just keep watching my stuff. Keep spreading it. We got some ideas as far as just building an actual foundation, just a real foundation. I'm thinking about motivational merch. I'm thinking about things not to sell you guys out, but I like sweatshirts. You know what I'm saying? I like hoodies. I like sweatpants. I like to see a little jumper. Shit, I'll just make this shit for myself. And if anybody wants to buy something, you can. But we got some plans, but with good time comes great things. So I take my time, I flow, and then I let it go. So I love you all forever. I'll see you soon. Peace.